Hello everybody, Shustin8 here, and welcome to Tank Mechanics Simulator. So I don't really make videos on this. I may have made a video or two in the past, I don't remember. Or I may have recorded some but never uploaded them, because it's really not a game that I like to record videos on, because it's not, it gets pretty repetitive. But I like to play it as a relaxing game, and I just kind of want to cover what I've worked on in my time here. So I've already done a KV1 before, but it was a contract, so yeah, Sherman. That's not really what I'm mostly excited about is showing off the museum. Um, the museum is completely full. I have been doing this. I've been working for a long time on getting stuff in the museum. Honestly, um, there were three tanks I really wanted to work on, and I was very excited to work on them. And I have completed two of them, and I have still not found the third after like so many hours of playing this game. It is getting annoying, actually. That tank, if you're curious, is a Little Willy, and they are apparently much more rare than I thought. But yeah, so let's start off with the Mouse, which was the first tank I wanted to work on. Um, yeah, really cool tank. Lag. You'll see why it's laggy. I've got a T-34 75 or a 76. Yeah, that is the. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. T-34 85, and then I've got a ton of random weapons and stuff here. This is what I was excited about. This is the other one, the Goliath tracked mine. It took me. This was probably the quickest tank I'd ever worked on, but it was very fun. Um, Panzer III. This is one of two Panzer IIIs. Three Panzer IIIs I've done. This is my MG34 pile. Now every time I get a new MG34, I just put it on the pile. Okay, I'm running low. I'm not. I have more MG34s too, but yeah, you can see a few in there. I've got a Panther, Panzer IV, an IS-2, Tiger II, which is really cool to work on, Panzer II, M8 Greyhound, and an M18 Hellcat. And you might be wondering, Shadow, why do you have all these tanks here, but like not the cool tanks? Uh, well, the answer is because I put them in order that I got them. I do hope that they extend the museum. If they double it in size, I have a ton of tanks I can put in here. Uh, but yeah, I would say my least favorite tank to work on are BT7s though. I hate BT7s. All right, and let's just start out with Tank Warehouse 1. All right, so I've got a lot of a lot more tanks here, like this M20 armored car and a Pershing, which when I first uncovered, I uncovered just this top cupola section. And if you've ever stood on top of a Sherman cupola when you're uncovering them, they look a lot like when they're rusted out. They look very similar. So I uncovered it and I was like, that's not a Sherman, that's a Pershing. I finally found a Tiger, which I was super happy about. Um, it was really fun to work on the Tiger. I've worked on two Tigers. One of them was for a contract. But yeah. Then we've got a T-34. This is another T-34 76. I don't know why, but I took the extra time to restore this one. I don't really have any motivation behind it, though. This is an M3 half-track. I've worked on several German half-tracks, but this is the first American one I worked on. Now let's go over here. So over here I have Sherman Jumbo, a Stug, or a Sturmgeschütz, which is a really fun word to say. Another Sherman, a German half-track, another Sherman, and an M10. And these are generally in order. There are a few that are out of order. For example, like I found that tank. I found this half-track before I found that Panzer II in the museum. Like, way before, actually. I think I found that half-track before I found that M18 Hellcat that's in the museum. Not a huge deal. And then this is the last one. I just finished working on this. I can generally finish about 3 tanks in an hour, but it depends on the quality and condition, and if I have to work on a Sherman engine. Sherman engines are miserable. I will show you what I mean later. But, yeah. Alright, so let me go back to the workshop, and I will show you what I mean by I hate Sherman engines. Most engines in the game are like this. Like, they've got a lot of parts, you might have to put a few things in, but then there are Sherman engines. I would like to point out, quickly, that this engine here, the engine is 2.3%. And if I just do this, and then this, making this, every part on the engine currently green, it brings the engine condition up to 37.5%. Let's do that with this one. Alright. Gotta make sure I got all those little interior rods. I probably did. Alright. 9.5%. I hate Sherman engines. Now you might be thinking, Shadow, that's not so bad. Let's see here. I have to put push rod, push rod, push rod, push rod, another push rod, engine manifold. That one's already got a push rod, push rod, push rod, push rod, push rod, push rod. Alright, and then get all of these pistons in. Now get all the piston heads on. Then put in all of these pins. Then a crankshaft. Then a case. Then a fan. Then a clutch shaft. Then the clutch, in which case I have to screw in all of these little screws. Oh, did I miss a push rod? And if you miss any of these parts, by the way, you have to go back and do it again. Or put the parts back on. we're probably at over 50% by now. Nope. Nope. Not even at 50% yet. Oh boy. You see all this? Let me install these cylinders. That can't take long, right? Oh, what? I have to install a valve? Oh, that's not that hard. Oh, I have to install a valve arm and then a timing cover. Oh, I have to do that for every single one of these cylinders. And remember, if you miss one, the engine doesn't show up as complete and it doesn't give you as much money. And sure, money might not be a problem for me currently, but if I keep having to buy a ton of little parts, it does tend to get to be a problem. Oh, and for each cylinder I put on, I have to do an additional 6 parts. And I have like 8 cylinders. Although, I'm going to be honest, this is the quickest I've ever done a Sherman engine. The first time it took me 25 minutes. Oh. And there are other versions of Sherman engines that aren't radial engines, but Sherman engines in themselves are already just complicated. Yeah, and that's only 90%. I'm still missing engine parts. Push rod that hasn't been cleaned. I'll probably end. I'm gonna just take this push rod out. Which push rod is it? Oh, it's that one. Okay, that's not on the bottom. That's pretty easy. All right, and then assembly mode. It's missing some valves and timing covers. I'm gonna be honest, I only now figured out that the camera can go upside down like that. If I'd known that, I actually wouldn't be complaining as much. I just never thought to try it. And I believe that the engine should be 100% now. Alright, so that took about 5 minutes, I'd guess. So now let's just add on what's missing here. Wait, actually, engine. Oh. There we go. Now I can actually assemble the engine. I think that's it. Now that's it. Nope. Nope. Yep, that was it. Oh, and you might think, well, Shadow, that's simple. It's because these other tanks are more complicated to make. No. No, they are not. Shermans have so many parts that you have to take out. Actually, this one seems to be pretty stripped, actually. Okay, this one's actually pretty stripped, so that's not really as much of a concern. But, like, I still have to remove all the headlights, all the brake lights, all of this extra junk on the outside. And, like, on other tanks, too, you normally have to remove this stuff, but, like... I normally, on other tanks, have to remove about 20 to 25 parts. On Sherman's, I have to remove about 50 or 60. And I'm not... Okay, I'm just gonna get inside the turret. The turret may be mostly already stripped, which would be very nice, actually, because it saves me time. Yeah, it looks to be pretty stripped. And then I can hit F and get out. Then I can storage. And I have to send all of these parts to get refurbished. But yeah. Now you see why I don't really play this game as much for YouTube. Because sure, it can be entertaining, but it also gets really tedious. Would I recommend getting this game? Absolutely. I think it's a fun game. Very stress-free, very relaxing. Do I think that you should... Now, like, obviously, if you don't like games like this, don't get it. But if you're a history nerd, it's a very, very fun game. Because you can even... Because you can drive the tanks and stuff once they're complete. I don't have them... You know what? I might do that. I'm probably gonna get one of the ones I haven't taken out yet though. Probably Panzer II or some. Here, I'll just complete this part so you can see what the process is. So then you sand the part down. Then you paint the part with primer. Then you paint the part. And then you full assemble it. Oh god, this one's got 4 of those arms. Yeah. Pretty easy. Gets pretty tedious though. Alright, let's go to the museum and take a tank that I want to test drive. Oh, my back. That's better. Sorry, my back is very tense right now. My PC sounds like it's gonna explode. Here. There. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I was spraying a little bit of compressed air in, also because my PC is super dusty, so it helps keep the dust from clogging up the fans. Alright. Yeah, let's take out the Panzer II. Test drive. Proving grounds. Perfect. So the proving grounds are kind of like the range. The test drive is you'd go around and just practice driving. I've only tested a few tanks. Alright, so let me fluid menu. All right, that is full. That is full. All right, that is full, and I think, all right, and that is full. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is toggle engine. And then I'm going to hold up. Sorry, sometimes the camera likes to be a little goofy. Let me get inside. Nope, I want to get inside driver. Got it. Oh, that's the camera. Okay. Oop. There we go. So then if you hit W, it sets the gear. So then oh, nope, I want to get to commander. So then I'm going to want to so then you can change ammo types and stuff, but oh no, that's 750. Oh, it was V. Alright. But then if I hit, I believe it's V. But yeah. Aw, I can't go on. Dang it. Whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Also, that's fake. That's not a real image of a Goliath mine. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share if you want. I'll see you all in the next one. Just step it out. Bye.